One woman is sharing her story to help people understand why there's a refugee crisis. And she's pleading with First Lady Dr. Jill Biden to make changes for others in the same situation. Our Jacqueline Quinn sat down with her.
You are beautiful, resilient. Estamos contigo, which is Spanish for we're in this together. Hopeful messages at this mural for a person that was once a boat refugee herself. And she's sharing her story so that people can understand why we still have a refugee crisis. Pho, a traditional Vietnamese soup made with bone broth.
One of the things that people don't realize about refugees and people who have been part of a diaspora are the delicious contributions that they bring with them.
It's why there are so many pho shops around Denver Metro. Some were started by Vietnamese refugees after the Vietnam War.
We didn't know. We were out in the open sea, not knowing where it would land, not knowing if anyone even knew we were out there.
Vuong-Sandoval was just 3 when her parents fled Vietnam on a boat, making their way to refugee camps before being welcomed into the U.S. Part of that is the story behind this photo with First Lady Jill Biden.
And it was unbelievable for me to realize and recognize the gravity of that moment of starting off as a little Vietnamese girl on a refugee camp, hoping that compassion and sympathy and empathy would be provided to us when we arrived.
Vuong-Sandoval sits on a number of boards, including Lutheran Family Services Rocky Mountains. Her goal to advocate and help refugees resettle.
Currently in the world, we have over 26 million refugees.
The U.S. has for years accepted about 125,000 refugees annually until the last administration, when the numbers slowly tapered to 15,000.
Through war, persecution, religious persecution, political persecution, violence.
Just some of the reasons that led people to being displaced, now waiting in a refugee camp for a country to accept them.
They're extremely vetted. It's through 3 different federal agencies.
The Biden administration has said it is working to admit more refugees, but some of the programs to help people transition have been impacted by the decline.
There are also opportunities to host people if that's something that you're comfortable with doing, or host events.
Vuong-Sandoval's family, just one example of the struggle to find a better life.
Because you have to ask yourself, how would you want to be treated if you lose everything?
And there are millions of people like her waiting for an opportunity to find a new home. In Denver, I'm Jacqueline Quinn, CBSN, Denver.